Hello everyone, welcome to Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. I'm here to solve a new variant called B-Sum Sudoku. This has been taken from the Logic Masters Germany portal and it is created by an author called ICHTUES, one whose puzzles have been consistently rated above 90% on Logic Masters Germany portal. So just searching for something new to do, and this Sudoku caught my eye, and I thought, why not try this? So this is a live solve and I have no idea how the Sudoku type will work, but I'm excited to see if I can solve this. I hope you also find this video enjoyable. Now let's move on to the rules. By the way, the link to solve this Sudoku is given in the description of the video. Please do give it a try and come back and watch the video. And if you're enjoying the videos we have been posting, please subscribe to the channel. Okay, classic rules apply. Each row, each column and 3 by 3 box in the grid has digits from 1 to 9 without any repetitions. Now the next is the variant part. Clues outside the grid. For example, let's say the clue which is given outside row 1, 17. Give the sum of the digits that come before the digit A in the corresponding row or column. Digit B is directly after digit A, and B, unlike A, is a fixed digit throughout the entire puzzle. It's part of the puzzle to find the value of B. So why don't we take one example here? Let's assume that B is 7 maybe, right? Now A is not fixed as per rule, so let's say A is 6 here. Now the clue given outside row 1 will be the sum of the digits before A. So in this case we have considered A as 6. So these 4 cells will be the sum that gives the clue outside. And B is fixed and it's part of our solve to find what is B. So B will be the same throughout the grid, but A can vary, right? A is not fixed, but B is fixed. So let's see one more example. Let's take the clue given outside column 9. 5. So okay, so A has to be somewhere here, right? Cannot be here because then the sum of these 3 cells will be more than 5. So A is somewhere here or here. So B will be right next to that. Okay, so I got the hang of the puzzle. So let's start this now. So we'll start with column 9. We'll try to, identify A and then try to identify B from that. Okay, so A is either here or here, right, in this column. Because if you have anywhere else, then the 5 clue is going to get violated because the clue is just the sum of the digits before A in that column. So let's say if you have an A here, so this will be 5. If you have an A here, these 2 cells will add up to 5. Okay, so which means A is either in this cell or this cell. So B will be the cell next to that. So which means if this is A, this cell would be B. Let's mark it yellow. And if this cell is A, then this cell would be B. So B is in one of these 2 cells. Okay. So let's now consider the row. 34 is the clue given outside. If B is here, then A is forced to be here. Then these cells will add up to 34. And these 2 cells will add up to 45 minus 34. Because 45 is the sum of the digits in a row, column, or any box. So if this is an A, can we write A or B here? I mean, I don't think we can write alphabets here, right? So that's kind of bad. Okay, anyway, so if A is here, B is going here. So that's not a problem. Okay. So consider the clue given outside row 5. You can't have B here. So B is going to be in any of these cells. But for 36, we will need at least 6 digits because 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is 35, which is kind of the maximum, and you'll need one more. So 36 is going to take at least 6 cells. And then A is going to come. And then you'll have B here, right? So this is kind of forced. So B has to be here because one of these 2 cells is B. This cannot be a B. So this will be a B. and which means the moment I write a B in this box, right, so this is eliminated, B can't be there, so B is forced here. Excellent. So B is in one of these cells now. Okay, right. So now if you consider these three cells, A goes here and this will be 5 because 5 is the clue given outside. So these cells all add up to 36. So which means these cells will add up to a 9, and which means B can be a maximum of 6, cannot be more than that. And this will also be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now we can use the clue given outside row 3, I guess. You know that 34 comes from these 7 cells because B is in yellow, so A will be one step near to that. So these cells will add up to 11 as we already saw, and you cannot have 1 here because 1 plus 10 isn't possible, and 5 is also ruled out. So this is going to be 2 plus 9, 3 plus 8, 4 plus 7, or 6 plus 5. Oh, 6 plus 5 is not possible. Okay, so B is 2, 3, or 4. Excellent. So let's look at this column maybe. For 38, we'll need minimum 6 cells, and then you'll have the A, and then B is at least here. So which means one of these cells is a B, right? Let's mark that. B is in one of these 2 cells. Okay, so one thing I can get from the clue given outside column 8 is A goes in this cell because you have a B here. So A goes in this cell, which means these 3 cells must sum up to 21. Now 21 without the 9 would be 6, 7, and 8. And if you have a 9, it can be 9, 4, 8 or 9, 5, 7. So 9, 5, 7 is ruled out. So it is 9, 4, 8 or 6, 7, 8. And in both of those cases, you have an 8 here, right? Let's do that. Where do we go from here? Maybe the 28 clue. Okay, so we know that B is in one of these 2 cells. So which means B for this column must be, okay, somewhere here. But to get 28, you'll need at least 4 cells. So up until here, you'll definitely find digits making up the sum. So A will go here and B is forced here. It cannot go any further. So this is kind of the maxed out situation. So B has to be here. And this will be A, and these 4 cells sum up to 28. So 28 from 4 cells will always have 8 and 9. And this is 2, 3, 4. Okay, so if you look outside row 6, you have a 9 clue here. So A goes in this cell, and which means these 3 cells add up to 9, which means 1, 2, 6, 1, 3, 5, or 2, 3, 4. Okay, 2, 3, 4 is not possible because you have possibilities of 2, 3, 4 here. So it is 1, 2, 6 or 1, 3, 5. So 1 is common between both. So 1 has to be here. Wow, this is a really interesting Sudoku. Now, using Sudoku rules, I know that B goes in one of these 2 cells. Interesting. Wow, this is really good, guys. Now, where does the B go into this cell? So the fact that I have not marked A is that because A is not fixed throughout the grid, it can vary. For example, across the intersection of a row and a column, you can have A at different places. So that's why A is not marked. So to explain what I'm trying to say here, so if you consider this row 3, the pink cell is the A, right? Now I can't make, again a pink cell in this column, right? For this column, A goes here. So, but then there are two A's in the same box, which is not possible. The reason is because A is not fixed throughout the grid, right? So that's why I haven't marked A, but unlike A, B is fixed throughout the grid, which means we can mark the positions. Now, if you look where B goes in this box, B obviously cannot be here by Sudoku rules, and B cannot be here because you'll need at least 3 digits in front of B to make the 17. One digit will be A and 2 digits at least. So B is not anywhere here. Let's just, gray them out. B is not here. B is not here because of the 27 clue, and B is also not here. So B is in one of these two cells. If you put B here, then this becomes A and you don't have cells left out for the 9. So B is also not here. So clearly there is only one cell left for the B, and that is marked now. So which means all these cells can be eliminated as not being B. So now that we have B here, so this is the B here and this is not a B. And this is 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. So now for the 17 clue outside row 1, A goes here and these two cells must add up to 17, which means this is 8 and 9. And this is not 8 and 9. Okay, there is no 8 here. Okay, now if you look outside row 7, you can't have B here, because that would force A here, and then these 5 cells will add up to 8, which is in no way possible, right? Because minimum sum of 5 digits will be at least 15. So this is not a B, so B is kind of in this 2 by 2 area. One goes here and one goes here, which means in row 7, B has to be in one of these two cells. And clearly it's not here, because then A will be forced here and you don't have cells left for making the 8. So B goes here. So this is A and 8 is forced here. Excellent. Wow, I'm really beginning to enjoy this puzzle. Now using Sudoku rules, B goes here and it's going to become 2, 3, 4. And now A is forced here for column 2, and which means these two cells must sum up to a 9, and there is only one way possible, 8, 1, and this is a 9. Excellent, guys. Beautiful. I'm glad that I, took this Sudoku for a video solved today. And now let's see. Do I need to alter the window a bit? Just give me a moment, guys. I kind of feel that this can be stretched a little bit, maybe. How do I do this? No, doesn't work. Okay, things are fine the way they are, so let's leave it at that. Okay, so where do I go now? Okay, so look at the clue given below column 2. You have a 19. You had a 9 above column 2, but below column 2 there is a 19. So which means the digits will be starting from the bottom. So as far as this clue is concerned, for the 19 clue, A goes here. Let's mark it red. And as far as the 9 clue is concerned, A goes here, the pink cell. Which means that 19 will be the sum of these 3 cells, these 4 cells, right? So these 4 cells add up to 19. And you also have 9 from here. 19 plus 9 is 28. So which means these 3 cells must sum up to 17, because the column sum is 45. Okay. I don't think that's giving me much. What do I do here? So can I have the B here for row 8? If this is B, this is A, and these 5 cells will add up to 18, and which I think is possible. So I'm trying to cover the sum with greens, right, where I have identified B's. Should be able to do that. Wow, that's going to create a problem when I do with the column also. So let's just remove these. Now these 4 cells add up to 28 for the column. this is interesting. So what is the clue that I have not explored fully yet? 17 is done. 34 clue outside row 3. I don't think I can do anything more with that. 36 clue. Okay, up until here I have 36. So these 3 cells add up to 9. And I don't think I can do further there. So these 3 cells add up to 9 again. So 1, 2, 6 or 1, 3, 5. Okay, so 1 isn't here due to Sudoku rules. So again, nothing much there. Maybe something with the 18s. Wow. Okay, there's something really deep hidden here. So for the 38 clue outside column 6, if this is B and this is A, so all these cells will add up to a 38 and these cells will add up to a 7. That looks possible. What am I missing here? Okay, this is also not offering me anything much. Let me think about this again. Okay, but I'll just look at column 2 and then go back there. So we deduce that these 3 cells add up to 17. So if it's 2, this will be 6 and 9, which is possible. This is 3, 14 will be 5 and 9, 4 would be 13, which can be 4 and 9 or 6 and 7. Okay, I'm getting lots of possibilities for these cells, but whether I just have to mark them. Let's try it out. This is 2, then you will have 15 from these cells, which can only be 9 and 6. So I'm going to put a 9 here. If this is 3, you have 14 from these cells, which means it's 5 and 9 again. So 9 goes here, right? If it's 4, then you have 13 from these cells, which is not 5, 8. It's 9, 4 or 6, 7. So this is 6. So this can only be 6, 7 or 9. And 8 goes in one of these cells by Sudoku. Okay, so okay, so 8 doesn't go here and 8 doesn't go here and 8 cannot be in any of these yellow cells if I'm right. Reason being 38 is the sum of the cells which are above A and B, and now if one of these yellow cells take a 8, then 38 plus 8 is already 46, so which is clearly not possible. So 8 goes in one of these 2 cells. Wow, there is some narrow logic going on here. So I wish I could, get through this. 9 isn't here, 9 isn't here, so 9 must be in these 3 cells. Wow. Kind of stuck at this point. So I'm going to go back to row 8 again. Can this be a B? If this is a B, then A goes here and this will automatically be 1, 2 and 3. Okay. I don't think this can be a B. Let me think again. Okay, so this will be 1, 2, and 3. So this is 2, 3. Okay. So A goes here. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6 is 18. Come on. I don't think it's possible, guys. So I'm just trying to interact 39 and 18 clue. This is what I'm trying to do. And I realized that if you have a B here, let's for now remove these cells. So if you have a B here, it's breaking. The puzzle is breaking. So A would be forced here, right? No. What I tried to say was, if you have a B in this cell, what's happening? If you have a B in this cell, then B is forced here. So let's remove these yellows. And I'm going to show you that B can't be here, because that would force A here in this red cell. Now all these will add up to a 39. So which means these will add up to 1, 2, 3. Has to be 1, 2, 3. And now because B is here, for the row, A is forced here. And which means these 5 cells will add up to 18. Now clearly B is already 2, 3 or 4. So it can only be 2 or 3. And now these 5 cells. For 18, it must be 1, 2 must be part of the sum. 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6. So this is 3. And this is 7, 8, 9. Not possible. Not possible. So for the 18 sum to hold good here, you need to have 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. That is forced. So this will become 3 then. B will become 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the remaining cells in that row, let's mark it orange. They are forced to be 7, 8, 9. Now look what does what the column 6 is. Column 6 is breaking now, right? B is forced here, A is here, and 38 plus 7 is already 45. But you also have B extra. These will add up to 38, but you have a 7 minimum here, which is already 45. So clearly, well, not so clearly, B is not going here, right? So which means B is here and B is here. So these cells can be eliminated, not a B. So this is 2, 3, 4. This is 2, 3, 4. So A is here and these cells add up to 39, which means these cells add up to 6. So B cannot be 3, because 3 plus 3 isn't possible. So 3 is ruled out. This is a 2, 4. Okay, now you have B here. So A goes here and these sum up to 18. That's fine. Right. Now you have a 2, 4 pair here. Now look where the other 2, 4 goes. Let's make it green. Green can't be here. Green cannot be here because these 3 cells add up to, can be here. So it can be, for example, 4, 8, 9. Okay, so forget what I said. These 4 cells add up to 18 without 2 and 4. Does that mean 1 and 3 become part of the thing? No, not really. So I just need one more breakthrough. You got all the position of B's, but we just need to do something here. Okay, these add up to a 17, coming back to that again. Okay, so if you have 2 here, these 2 sum up to 15, so which can only be a 9 and a 6. If you have a 4 here, you need to add up to 13, which has lots of possibilities. So just leave that. Okay, so these cells sum up to 38 for the column because A goes here. So which means these 3 cells will sum up to 1, 2, 4. Excellent. This is 1, 2, 4. This will be 1, 2, and 4. Okay. Okay. think I'm getting somewhere here. So now in this box, 9 is forced into these cells. So these cells will be 3, 5, 6, and 7, right? Wow, that's nice. Now this 28 clue cannot be 5, 6, 8, and 9. It can only be 4, 7, 8, and 9. So 28 has only two possibilities with 4 cells. It's 9 plus 8 plus 4 plus 7, or 9 plus 8 plus 5 plus 6. If it's 9 plus 8 plus 5 plus 6, then you're left with 3, 7 for 3 cells, which is clearly not possible. So which means this must be a 4, 7, 8, and 9. And that means all the yellows are 2. Excellent. This is a beautiful puzzle, guys. So B is 2. B has to be 2. So that's a 4. This is a 1, 4 pair. We've got some really good progress here. So 7 is removed from the column. That forces 1 here. And you don't have 8, 9 in row 1. That's 4, 7. These two add up to 11. That's a 9. So 8 is forced here, and now these add up to 21. So that's 4, which means this is 7. 7 is eliminated here. It's not 8. It's not 9. Okay, so 1 in row 1 has only 1 cell left. Has to be here, which means this forms a 3, 6 pair. Okay, these are 3, 6, 7 for the box. For row 5, we deduce that these 6 cells add up to 36 because A goes here. It's always 1 cell in front of B, which means these 3 cells add up to 9, and there is only one way to form 9 now. 3, 4, 3, 4. 4 is here, so that's a 3. That's a 4. Now this is not 3. That's a 3. And 8 in column 7 goes here. This is 5 and 9. Right. So row 8, if you look at, you have B here. So this will be A, which means these 4 cells add up to 18. And 18 plus 2 plus 4 is 24, which means these 3 cells must sum up to 21. And you can't have 3 here. So it is 5, 16, 7 and 9, 9, 7, or 6, and you will have 21, right? 7, 8. So 8 goes here and 7 goes. So this will always be a 7, guys. These 3 cells add up to 21. It is 5, 7, 9, or 6, 7, 8, right? So this will always be a 7. And now this is a triplet, 7, 8, 9, without the 8, without the 7. Okay, 1 in box 7 goes in one of these 2 cells, or rather 1 in row 8. Now 3 in column 8 goes in one of these 2 cells. This is a very nice puzzle. Wonderful, innovative kind. So 1 in column 4 goes here. What are the clues we have at our disposal? For the 9, you know that these 3 cells add up to 9. There is only one possibility now, 1, 3 and 5. And 4 in box 4 goes here. 5 in box 6 goes here. So 9 clue is done. 5 in row 5 goes here. One of these 2 cells takes a 5. Right, 3 in column 4 has to be in one of, only one cell left. 3 can't be here, 3 can't be here, 3 can't be here, 3 goes here. And now the remaining cells 4, 6, 5, 6 and 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now I know these cells add up to 17. So with the 2 there, so the remaining cells add up to 15. So only one possibility, 9 and 6. And how did I say that these add up to 17? That's because for the 19 clue under column 2, you must have A here. So these cells sum up to 19 and you will have 9 from here. So 19 plus 9 is 28, which means these 3 cells must sum up to 45 minus 28, which is 17. So I got something here. This is a 5 using classic. How did I eliminate the 3 from there? It's actually not 1 5, it's a 3 5. Sorry for that. And these will be 3 4 5 7. You don't have 4 7 in row 8, so this is 3 5 4 7 4 7. Okay, excellent. Okay, 4 is in one of these 2 cells, so this is into 4. 4 goes here, which means this is into 4. That's a 5 6. So 4 in column 4, only one cell. Right. If you look at row 6, left out digits are 6 7 8 and 9. And this is a hidden single, has to be 6. These will be 7 8 and 9. And 1 3 and 5. So this is 1 5 1 3 5. Okay, and this is 1 3 5. Oh, 7 is here, so that's not 7. So what clues do we have at our disposal here? I think almost everything is done except perhaps the 18 clue outside row 8 and maybe the 27 clue outside column 3. Beautiful guys. 9 in column 3. Where does it go? It cannot be here because we know that these 4 cells sum up to 18. So 9 cannot be here. So this is a 9. That means that's not 9. Wow. Slow but steady progress. Oh, 6 is here. So that's not 6. That's 3. That's 6. That is a 5. This is a 6. Which gives 5 also immediately. So now I know these will be 7 8, so 8 goes here and 7 goes here. These will be 4 and 6, 4 6 4 6. So I have 4 5 7 here. Just a second. This is a 5, this is not a 5, this is not a 7. Okay, 5 6 is in here, which means in this box 5 and 6 is post here, and now that gives us a 4 5 6 triplet in column 1. That's not a 5, which means this is 1 and 3. Let's remove these ones from here. Okay, now look at column 3, 27. So these cells add up to 27. So I have 3 8 11 from there, so I'll need 16 from here. Or rather, these cells must sum up to 18 because these sum up to 27, so these sum up to 18. 2 plus 9 is already 11, so 7 more is required. This can't be 3 using Sudoku, and 5 is also not possible because that forces 2 here. That's 1 6 3 5 1 3. Okay, 6 gives 5. This is not a 5, this is not a 5, and 6 gives 5 again here. 3 6. Wow, what a gorgeous creation, guys. Really beautiful. Excellent creation from ICHTUES. I think this is the first Sudoku we are covering in the channel by this author. Perhaps in the future I'll try to look more of this author's puzzles. And now in column 6, only one place for the 3. 3 goes here. So this is 4, 8, and 9. You can't have 8 in these cells. So 8 goes here. So this is 4, 9. So 8 gives 9 here, giving 4 here, giving 9 here. So this is 7, 8 pair. So 6 here gives 7, gives 6. This is 7, this is 4, 5. And that 6 gives 4, 6, 5, 4. So now 1, 3, 6 add up to 10. So I need 18, right? So this is 8. This is 9, 7, 8. So that gives 9 for row 6 here. So which means this is a 5. Right, so this can be done. So this is 8, which means this is 8, this is 7. So this is 5, this is 1, this is 7, 6 and 8. So 8 goes here, 6 goes here. This will be 6, 3. 6 and 3. And so this is 3, 1, 1, 4, 4, 7, and 7 and 9. And with that, we have completed this really wonderful creation by ICHTUES. What innovative variant. I would like to see more of this variant in contests. This is really thoroughly deserving to be made. This was thoroughly deserving to be made as a video. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. We'll see you soon. Bye bye.